Here we are, Art and Sandy Farrington down here in North Myrtle Beach, starting off with our business and lifestyle design contest. And as Stephen Covey would say, you should start with the end in mind. And our end in mind is traveling the world, visiting the beaches of the world with our family. And here's our start down here in North Myrtle Beach. Hello again, just to show that we're here at the beach. You can see it in the background. We're about to go out to the beach and be with something like half of our gang. Maybe I don't know, we've got 12 grandkids coming and we have the associated adults, so probably there'll be 10 or 12 down there already. So we're heading for the beach, part of our lifetime design and business, whatever it is we're doing. Thank you. We'll see you on the beach. Thank you. Yes, we're here in North Myrtle Beach, and on the way to the beach for the first time, we ran into this covey of birds. Must be the ones that fly around and eat all the bugs. And here's where we're going. We're heading on out to the beach. And there you say hello, Sandy. Hello there, Sandy. Here we are, starting with the end in mind. All right, there we go. Here you can see we really made it. There's a what do you call it? Parasail out there. We're going to have a great time planning out our lifestyle and business. Here we are on the beaches of the world, heading out for our first challenge for the sand. It looks like the tide's going out. We're going to have a great time as we plan our future. The future is here. What do I mean plan our future? Hello, it's Art Farrington again. Sandy's here. She's running the camera. We're going to brief you on the status of our short sale business, our real estate business. Our company's name is Hope Group Properties, LLC. We're here in Myrtle Beach right now, as you probably saw earlier. But our business is up in McLean, Virginia. Virginia's a short state for short sales, so that's our biggest issue, just so you get it out in the open right here. What our business looks right now is just like a NASCAR race car. You know, we're down here in South Carolina where racing's really big. Well, we've got this machine all outfitted out. It is ready to go. It is really hot. It's just short on two things. It's short on fuel, which is leads coming in the front end, and that's because our marketing in the short state is a challenge. And it's also short on the pit crew because we're ready to crank this out. We have our outside team all put together. In other words, we don't have to go out and look for title companies, which I did at the first 6 months. We couldn't find a title company to do back-to-back closings. We now have 3. 2 of them all set up to do back-to-backs, A to B, B to C, and one of those 2 will also do the dovetail, which we're part of. So we've got that in place. We have realtors. We have realtors who are good at selling properties, good at listing and selling. Got one broker who is also our local negotiator. His name's Azmi. He loves to negotiate. And we also have Jerry McKing and his team for the negotiating team also. So we've got title companies, we've got negotiating, we can get those programs sold. We just need to get them in the front door. And we have a great CPA. I just ran into a real estate attorney who is also a broker who used to own a title company, so that's building out there. He's a source of possible leads. We just hired or teamed up with, I should say, 2 new door knockers. We've been working with them. We've been giving them some leads out of the newspaper. We get about 14 to 21 days notice, and we fax them the leads out of the newspaper, and voila, in June they knocked on doors and brought in 2 deals, and we stopped the auctions just in the nick of time there in June. So they're working. They're also working on doing some mailings. Just ran into, literally last week, a mortgage broker, a Latino gentleman who's run several branches of several banks here in the McLean, Virginia area, and he says, hey, he can get a ton of leads in, and he's going to lead that lead effort too. So we're right on the edge of getting that race car built up and getting it going. So we got the negotiators, we got the title companies. What else you need? You need funding. We have great funding with the source of Jason Medley. We also have the Aegis program for transaction money. But what about the end buyer money, the C lender? Well, voila, a Shrek student who also is a nearby neighbor of mine up in Northern Virginia, Ali Kazmi, He's our C lender. He delivers every deal. If a person qualifies for a loan, he can get it done. He gets it done on time. So we've done several back-to-backs with him. So our machine is up and going. We're ready to go. We need more leads. We're getting ready, hopefully with Javier, our new mortgage broker, to expand into Maryland across the river. I call that the Socialist Republic of Maryland. That'll be a challenge. We also possibly will go into Washington, D.C. Now, there's a person across the river over there in Washington, D.C. who we might want to talk to, and you might want to get to know him too. Hello, I understand that there's this company across the river there in Virginia named Hope Group Properties that wants to come over into my town and do some short sale deals. Well, I've got my government over here working, and we've got the HAFA program and the HELPA program, and we've got all these programs. Matter of fact, we've got a stimulus package out there. We're trying to stimulate the economy, and by golly, I understand these real estate investors are just messing it all up. They're actually doing deals out there, and I'm not sure I want them to come over here into Washington, D.C. Anyway, we'll be back to you later. If those guys come across the river, we'll maybe slow them down, or we might speed them up. You never can tell. From across the river that guy over there, he might not want me to come over to expand my market into Washington, D.C., so perhaps we'll go over there to the Socialist Republic of Maryland if we can get some things going over there with Javier. Well, remember our market here in Northern Virginia is a short state, and that means our list comes from the newspaper when they actually publish the substitute trustee sale. In other words, the auction is anywhere from 6 days to 14 days to 21 days away, so we have to hustle. We just can't do mailings and all those other things. So we have to rely on building up our realtor network. That's been slow action for some reason. The realtors here in Northern Virginia either want to do them, they really do want to do them themselves, or they're just avoiding short sales like today. So we did get 2 auctions stopped due to our door knockers. They're pretty good deals. One deal is open working with Chase Bank, I think it is. That's about a $1.5 million property. They owe $1.9 million, and we put an offer in, got the auction stopped. Now it's a matter of us negotiating. That's good news if they'll go through with it, because in the wings, we know that we have a buyer out there somewhere just waiting to make us an offer when I start marketing it, and that should be a good deal. The second one, we tried to stop with Bank of America. They wouldn't listen. Equator wouldn't listen. It's a machine. And even though we escalated, oh, sorry, your offer's not high enough. But the owner decided to declare bankruptcy on that one, so that one got stopped with 1 hour to go before the auction. So we'll resubmit that and see if we can't figure out a way to get into the Bank of America inner sanctum. I have a contact locally who might be able to help that. So that's the state of our state, Northern Virginia. We just have to get a bunch of leads in. That's our big challenge. And we know we can get them closed. We know we can get them sold if we can just get them in the front door. Now the short sales the real estate business we really do is totally short sales, although we're open to do some REOs and some wholesale flips if, in fact, we get a chance to do them. But in our current business, we because our cash flow is on the edge of, we haven't done a lot of deals yet. We just got to get them opened up. Our infrastructure's in place. We work out of our home, and we also work out of a broker's office, the broker's real estate office. What we need to do now is build up our inside team, because the outside team is totally in place. Now, as you know, we've got 4 areas of responsibility. One is acquisition. I'm the chief cook and bottle washer on that one, and we're going to outsource that one just as quickly as I can get it done. Negotiation is outsourced also with Asmi and Jeremy. That should not be a big deal. Selling is really my project. It's my job to get them done, but that's not a problem either, because we sell all of our deals quite quickly. Closing, I manage the closing, although I'm handing that over to Sandy to manage that one. And as far as who takes care of the books, who tracks the money, who does the bookkeeping, that's Sandy and I will outsource that one also. really missing right today? Well, we're the pit crew. So I needed a chief of the pit crew. In other words, I need a real general manager. So that's an overarching person that we're looking to have. That person would run the whole day-to-day operations and integrate the manager of acquisition, which is our first guy or gal we want to get in as quickly as we can. And then the other half of the equation is the one who actually skins the bears that we bring in or skins the leads we get in. And I'm just call that one the manager of sales. He or she would oversee all that. So acquisition is our big target, to find somebody to head that up and literally take it over, get 10 deals a month coming in, qualified, that is, deals a month coming in. And right now, the realtors who have some in the wings, particularly Javier, the new mortgage broker, he actually has two that he talked to me yesterday about. He says he has two more, so maybe that'll fill in a big void. Our door knockers are doing great, but those are all emergencies. We have to jump in there and make them work. Sandy's busy in the background getting all the newspaper ads out and getting those facts through the people that do our door knocking. Now, negotiation, we have that wired, again, locally. I might eventually decide to start up a negotiation piece. Selling is right now not a problem, because as soon as we can get them in, we can get them sold. It's always back to BPO. Closing is just terrific. Two title companies, owners, they're just really crackerjacks. One's been in the business for 30 years, the other one's for 10 years. They both know how to do and like to do what they call tabletop flips. That's not a problem. Again, back to the books and money, we need to outsource that. We look to get a bookkeeper as quick as we can. Right now, the deals we have under contract, as I mentioned, at $1.5 million. It's not under contract, it's in negotiation. We don't have any under contract right now. So the $1.5 million deal might come along, and that looks good. The prospect of selling it is very good, because there are at least two people who want to buy the house and live in it. And the grapevine says that one of them says they'll guarantee me a $50K profit on the deal. So there's money out there. We just need to get those people in there. All right. The $1 million house we just stopped through the bankruptcy, that's going to be a tough one, because it's a white elephant inside of some houses, neighborhoods which are selling between $500 and $600K. This house looks like a big white elephant with a big electrical transformer out front. The curb appeal, if you pardon the vernacular, sucks. So I think we'd have to persuade Bank of America to do another BPO and get the BPO down somewhere around $1 million or $900K. So that's a challenge. Okay, so what are the 5 marketing strategies? My biggest marketing strategy is to really find a Shrek coach who actually markets and works in a short state, and glommer onto that person and do whatever he or she says to do. And we just got to focus totally on getting them in the front door. I get the race cars out there just ready to go. We have our realtors bringing in deals, but they're very slow. The mortgage broker that I just brought in, Javier, he could be great. We've been doing some handwritten yellow letters. They've been working. The door knockers are finding that the little yellow sticky notes on the front door or on the window really work. So yellow letters, but again, who do you mail them to? We have to find a way to get a mailing list. Short state's tough to do. And we're also networking. I go to the local REIA meetings each month, and that's a good source. So we got to jump on that. The immediate task, again, is, and this hopefully will come out of this program, is to get a sales and marketing person, and I internally, but I really need to get a coach amongst the group of Shrek coaches that operates in a short state like this, find out how they market and get their deals, and do that. That's the immediate task. Okay, goals. Well, the first goal is to get that coach lined up. Second goal is to follow up on this particular project that we're working between 1 July and 31 January and October, and actually execute and bring home some of these, or not bring home, but actually make these goals happen. Okay, so number 1 is to get an acquisition manager or leader, and this person needs to be a marketing genius.
Well, I understand that Art and Sandy have some goals over there in Virginia, and over the years, I've been known to be able to sell anything to anybody over here in Washington, D.C., particularly in the Congress. Matter of fact, I sold Hillary on the idea that I was always walking down there in the Oval Office when I was up to whatever I was up to. But hey, they have an immediate goal over there to get somebody from Shrek to help them out in their short state. You know, when you're in a short state, you're short, you need all the help you can get. So I sure hope that Josh Cantwell and that gang go over there, go find him somebody to work with that works in the short state, does real estate marketing, and gets those short sales in without having any problems at all. Matter of fact, that's a direct order from the former top of the pile. Anyway, you guys are going to have to help him out and just tell him what to do on how to get those short sales in the front end, because he's got a machine just all wound up over there, and he and Sandy are going to go make it happen. So, hey, pay attention now over there, Josh. Get him a coach that knows how to do that stuff. You hear me?
Well, as that man with the silver hair that lives across the river, who maybe lives over there in New York City right now, said, you all got to help this Farrington group get their act together on getting those deals in the front end. So between 1 July and 31 October, here's the things he wants to do, or they want to do. They want to get an acquisition manager, a leader, somebody who's a marketing genius. Of course, they're going to become marketing geniuses themselves. Get 10 flawless short sale packages in every month so the negotiator can get them in. They have to be qualified. They're going to look at getting an office assistant or a manager, somebody who can work all the real flow, follow up on all the stuff, track everything, work with the virtual assistants, etc. They also need to get a bookkeeper. So those are the three things we're going to do: acquisition leader, bookkeeper, and an office manager. Now, what about new marketing systems? Well, that's going to come from, we don't know where, but it's going to come. Hopefully the Shrek coach will fill the bill there. Okay, so we're going to ramp up activity that we have going right now. I'm particularly going to call up more and more real estate agents and get in to see their brokers. Expand the operation into D.C. if the people across the river will give me some of that money they got floating around. Now, again, hopefully the HAMP project and the HAMPA program won't give us a hard time, but we'll worry about that when we get there. Door knockers are working. They're also going to expand into mailing into the MRS list of sales, to say potential short sales. And if we can find a way to find a software package that automates Craigslist, or somebody who knows how to do that, we'll give that a shot also. So that's what we're going to press on there. Now, responsibilities that we want to delegate out. We want to delegate everything out. But first, we got to get the machine working first and find out who's going to work the pieces and delegate them out to these particular pieces. So first we get the marketing lead, the acquisition lead, we get the bookkeeper and a book management person and a bookkeeper. So the roles, what do we want to delegate out? Well, first of all, we have to go find eventually a general manager, so we're always looking for that lead management person. We're going to have an acquisition leader. That's going to do all the front end work, and we're going to have a sales leader. They're going to do the back end work. Sales is going to be in charge of negotiations, selling, and closing. Then at one point, we're going to have to go from bookkeeper to get a real controller. Get a controller. They'll do the money, the books, and oversee the bookkeeping. And of course, that end game is to have a leader or a general manager who will integrate the whole thing. So that's what we're going to do. That's where we are, and we're going to ramp it up. Thanks so much for looking. And by the way, we're going to not just ramp it up. We've been out there at the beach. We're going to catch the wave. We got our surfboard right here. We're out of the sun right now, but we're going back into day 3. I don't know if you caught it, but we know somebody. It's so good down here. You want to spend your time on the beaches of the world. We actually ran into a young lady who found a $100 bill floating in the surf. Wait to see her. That's why we started off with the end in mind, which is working the beaches of the world with our family in tow. We've got 12 of our grandkids here, all their family, and maybe we'll even fit some of those into here. Keep your eye out, and keep your eye out. We'll like Motel 6. We'll keep a light in the window for you. So you want to know why you want to keep your eye out? You want to know why you want to go to the beaches of the world for your dream? You want to know why you want to take your family with you? Well, take a look at this.
No, somebody lost it around here.
What did you find? Hold it up there real high there.
$100 bill.
$100 bill right there up in the, floating in the water. All
Yes.
right, all right. Congratulations.
Dad, you're such a voyeur. He doesn't tell you that he's filming you. You look over and there's Dad. You got me filmed. Now, let's all sing this song in unison, shall we? It goes like this. Me, me, wonderful me. But you guys say, Paige, Paige, wonderful me. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, we're going back now.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, so we tend to allow a cake. Well, wait, where's the bowl? You can go get my neck candles. Hold it like that here.
When you blow, I'll let go, or not.
Go again, Paige.
This is the real.
It's a trick candle. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, now let's just cut it. No, let's sing happy birthday. Okay.
Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Paige. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And you're as old as me.
Where?
No, I go backwards. Remember, you forgot to do that. I'm pretty old now.
Where?
When you lie back here, you're supposed to lie up, then you look real good.
Oh. Do you guys want to sing for me?
Hey, watch the crayon.
Bob, play baby scene.
Happy birthday.
Okay, time to watch this again.
All the kids know when it comes down.
We're not going to sing happy birthday again.
Do you guys want me to cut it?
Great.
Shall I?
You're not
Can you go grab some plates?
Tammy, where's the candle?
Little.
Oh, she says you're not saying it shouldn't look. I left the hand back home.
Oh.
We didn't. That's okay.
Hey, big guy.
It only takes me a minute to get it.
Did I give you the plates? Here, Mike.
We are
Mike.